ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण परमात्मने नमः। षष्ठोऽध्यायः। 21st श्लोक। सुखमात्यन्तिकं यत्तद् बुद्धिग्राह्यमतीन्द्रियं वेत्ति यत्र न चैवायं स्थितश्चलति तत्त्वतः यल्लब्ध्वा चापरं लाभं मन्यते नाधिकं ततः यस्मिन् स्थितो न दुःखेन गुरुणापि विचाल्यते तं विद्यात् दुःखसंयोग वियोगं योगसंज्ञितं स निश्चयेन योक्तव्यः योगो निर्विण्णचेतसा संकल्पप्रभवान् कामान् त्यक्त्वा सर्वान् शेषतः मनसैवेन्द्रियग्रामं विनियम्य समन्ततः शनैः शनैरुपरमे बुद्ध्या धृतिगृहीतया आत्मसंस्थं मनः कृत्वा न किञ्चिदपि चिन्तयेत् यतो यतो निश्चरति मनश्चञ्चलमस्थिरम् ततस्ततो नियम्यैतद् आत्मन्येव वशं नयेत्। Okay. So we have from the Bhagavad Gita we have deliberately deviated out which is not there in the Bhagavad Gita in the 6th chapter is what we are discussing or we were discussing past couple of classes, which is Panchakosha Vivekaha, but very important because that gives a practical knowledge and application of moving ahead, because that is what is Shanai Shanai Ruparame Vidya Dhriti Grihitaya. Okay. So in Panchakosha Vivekaha, we have already seen Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha. Annamaya Kosha equal to Sthula Shariram, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha equal to Sukshma Shariram. Pranamaya Kosha is, Annamaya Kosha is Astijayate Vardate Viparinamate Apakshiyate Vinashyati Tishad Vikaravate Etas Sthula Shariram. अन्न रसेनैव भूत्वा अन्न रसेन यत् पृथिव्यां विलीयते अन्न रसेनैव भूत्वा अन्न रूपं यत् पृथिव्यां विलीयते स अन्नमय कोशः। प्राणमय कोशः इस प्राणाद्याः वागादीन्द्रियं। ओके, द कर्मेन्द्रियास् एंड प्राणः यो मिलित्वा यो भवति स प्राणमय कोशः। मनसि ज्ञानेन्द्रिय मिलित्वा यो भवति स मनोमय कोशः। बुद्धिर्ज्ञानेन्द्रिय मिलित्वा यो भवति स विज्ञानमय कोशः। Is it clear? Then last time we said we will touch upon Anandamaya kosha. We just started it. Anandamaya kosha ka. And last time I had mentioned from where this likes and dislikes originate. And that's why we said Priya Moda Pramoda Vritti, and I had also mentioned Grina Vritti. Here I stand to be corrected. This Grina Vritti and all will not come in Anandamaya Kosha. We will see why, what. So, in that there is a correction. Apart from that, we will now actually see what is Anandamaya Kosha, and then we can understand why that statement what I made was wrong. Okay. So, to understand Anandamaya Kosha, we will go from simple Tattvabodha, the definition of Karana Shariram and Anandamaya Kosha first. Then, once we know that, then we will also see what actually it means as different texts are saying. And then we get a better understanding, because communicating this particular kosha is difficult, because it is beyond your even Sukshma Sharira. So communicating this is difficult, but there are ways how you can understand what is the meaning or what is being actually mentioned there. Okay, so first is we will see what does the Tattvabodha say. Tattvabodha. Anyone who has the Tattvabodha, what is the definition? Annamaya, this one. This one, what is it? Karana Sharira. Karana Sharira definition. Yeah.
Eva Karana Sharira Bhudam, Vidyastamana Sattvam, Priyadi Buddhi Sridam Satya,
Anandamaya Kosha. That is Anandamaya Kosha definition. What is the definition of Karana Sharira? Etat Karana Sharira.
Etat Karana Sharira.
Okay. So starting is?
Eva Karana Sharira Bhudam, Vidyastamana Sattvam.
No. Eva. Anirvachya Anadya. That is where this, what you are saying is Anandamaya Kosha. Okay. So go again. One person tell the full definition properly. Who wants to tell? Anyone? Refer and tell me the definition. Anirvachya.
Anadya Vidyasta.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you clearly. Your voice is breaking. No. Anirvachya, Anadya. Avidya Rupam, not Vidya Rupam. Dvayasya Karanamatram. Satsvarupa Ajnanam. Takarupam. Tishtati. First is we need to know how to read it. Second is we need to know how to break it and read it. Unless you break the words, you will not know the meaning of the word. So first, when we read it, we should know how to break it and read. So let's go with the, I will also open it, so that each word we can then take it. Okay. Anadi is correct. The first word is Anadi. Anirvachya. Okay. It starts with Anirvachya. What is Anirvachya? What do you mean by Anirvachya? Now we are, see, again let me tell very clearly, Anandamaya Kosha or Karana Shariram is a difficult topic in terms of communicating. Unless you all participate in this, Otherwise, it is easy for me to just finish the whole thing in just 5 minutes and move ahead. That we have already done in Tattva Bodha. And still, if we are going to touch it, if we have completed Tattva Bodha and now we are now on the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which is talking about Prathama Shatkam talks about what? Prathama Shatkam talks about what? Jiva, Jiva. Okay. Or we are talking of Aham. Okay. So we are actually seeing what is the technical meaning of this word Aham, where your three Sharirams and Atma all have to be considered. So after this there is no scope for Aham. In the Madhyama Shatkam it will go somewhere, it is assumed that you know it. So here you have a last time to understand exactly about ourselves, and Karana Shariram is a part of us. So if you are going to be active in this and really ask if there are questions, either you understand it or if you are not understood it, ask the question. The more you ask question, the more explanation will help everyone. And this is not something that like a pravachan you just say, it will not go in. Okay, it is a very subtle topic and hence we have to see each of these in detail. First one is Anirvachya. Anirvachya meaning is what? Cannot be explained logically is the answer. Anirvachya means cannot be explained logically. Okay. Can someone say, I know there may be two people here. Let me see here. One person is sitting in front of me. Anyone else? No. I am not too sure. Only one person is there, or maybe two people. In Taittiriya Upanishad, this Anirvachya comes how? This word Anirvachya, how does it come? Difficult question. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha. Such a beautiful explanation it is. Yato vacho nivartante, where this sound itself is established. How can you talk of something where it is established? Because from there only the sound comes. Aprapya manasa saha. What is prapya? Able to perceive, able to assimilate, able to know. Aprapya, even the mind cannot go and reach there. So the words cannot explain, the mind even cannot go and reach there. So if you look at it, this definition, Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha, is perfectly okay for Atma and is perfectly okay for Anandamaya Kosha also. By definition, Anandamaya Kosha is what? Aprapya manasa saha. That is the definition of it. Even I do not know what it is. So obviously from where Vacha can come. Okay. And hence, Anandamaya Kosha is inexplicable logically. You can explain something only when there is a pramana. Please understand this. What is the pramanam for Anandamaya Kosha? Pratyaksha, Anumana, Upamana, Arthapatti, Anupalabdhi. Can you use this? Then which pramana can be used? Shastra is the only pramanam to know. And that is why Shastra will become the only pramanam to explain. Okay. So only through Shastra pramanam you will understand what it is, because when it is told, you know that somewhere it is there, but it is not very clear to me. I know it is there. Like for example, when I say that when I sleep, I know I slept well. But while sleeping, I never knew that I slept well. So somewhere it is known, but it is not very logical to say that this is the reason I slept, or I know, or I am going to sleep well. No, all this cannot be true. Okay. While sleeping, you don't know. After sleeping, somewhere it gives you a hint. Hey, I slept well. It is something like that. So it is so deep and sitting inside Sukshma. Okay. Now, Anirvachya we have said because it is not logically explained. Then what? Anadi. What is Anadi? Come on, come on. Come on, as many people possible, please participate.
Start, no end.
No, one minute. Again repeat. It is Anadi only it is said, not Anantam.
No beginning, no end.
No end is Anantam.
No beginning.
Only no beginning. Here we have to be careful. No beginning, no end if you tell, what happens? That means you are giving an Anirmoksha Prasanga. What is Anirmoksha Prasanga? It gives a clear situation where moksha is not possible. Because if Karana Shariram doesn't end, you will never get moksha. So it cannot be Anantam, but it is Anadi. There is no beginning to it, but surely to end it, it is in your hand. Are we clear about this? So whenever we say normally for Atma, Anadi, Anantam, we extend it to Anandamaya Kosha saying Anadi and Anantam. That is where we'll make a mistake. Anandamaya Kosha is Anadi sure, but never Anantam. Is it clear? Okay. Why it is Anadi? Why is it Anadi? Why? You are giving me the meaning. Now what is the logic behind it? Why it is Anadi?
Because it is the seed for the starting of everything. So if you go back, okay, then it is there existing. So which is a costless cost kind of a thing.
Costless cause. No, it cannot be costless cause. It is cause. Unknown cause, maybe. But it is not costless cause.
Unknown cost.
Unknown cause. Fine. Okay. Now, I know you know the answer. So, maybe let others think. People have to think. Tell me, from when did this Karana Shariram come to you? When you say Anadi, from when do you feel it has come? Huh?
Always there.
Srishti. Okay. So when the Srishti came, this Karana Shariram came. Is it correct? Everyone agrees to this? Yes or no? People in the online, yes or no? If you say no, tell no.
Always it was,
Huh.
no, it was always there. No? It was always there.
No, so it came when the Srishti came, correct? Is that correct or not?
Manifested. It always
No. Don't accept because I am saying.
in the dissolution it was there.
Now there is another point coming. During Pralayam also Karana Shariram was there. In Srishti it manifested out. How many people feel that is the way? Or how many people feel Karana Shariram comes only when the Srishti is there? When the Srishti is not there, where is the question of Karana Shariram? Come on, quick. How many people feel? Major of the students are sitting online. Otherwise, I will speak to only 3 people who are looking at me and answering. Huh? How many people, at least between you? First option. What do you feel? Why first option?
That is how it is going on.
No, there has to be a reason. Why it should be there? I am saying, okay, I am telling the Shastras are telling that it started only during the Srishti.
No, there was a Srishti.
Correct.
Through Pralayam.
Correct.
Then again the Srishti got added.
So what? So next
Then
Srishti.
everything actually which came in the next.
Why?
That's the cupboard in which all the karma padas are there. And
So-
then the new Srishti it is manifested.
So, what does the new Srishti need?
Reason. No.
A Karanam, exactly. The new Srishti needs a Karanam to manifest, which is Karana Prapancha of the earlier Srishti. When Pralayam happens, what happens to the cumulative Karana Shariram of everyone or Karana Prapancham, what you say? What happens to that? Does it just go away? It is just frozen. It may manifest differently. For example, in last Janma, I may be a dog. In this Janma, I manifested as a human being. So that change can happen. But the seed cannot change. So this Karanam for the new Srishti itself the Karanam of the old Srishti getting into Pralayam. Just imagine, Pralayam, 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 आ गया, पानी आ गया, सब मर गया. In 1 second, everything is gone off. At that 1 second, were Jivas there or not there? Jivas were there. That many Karana Shariram and Karana Prapancham was there or not? What happened to that? It was in an unmanifested form. That is called Pralaya. When the next Srishti came, that became the Karanam of the next Srishti. Correct? And that Karanam manifested out, which we call it manifestation, but actually manifestation word comes only when we perceive it. Either I perceive or someone else perceives, and no one perceives it. So still we say, because Srishti comes, it is manifested, we say. We really don't know whether it was manifested or unmanifested. Even now it is in an unmanifested form. Why it should be in a manifestation when Srishti comes? It was in Pralayam in unmanifested form. In Srishti also it is in unmanifested form only, Karana Shariram. Is Karana Shariram manifested today? What is the word meaning of manifestation? Prakati Karanam. Is it Prakati Karanam? We are only inferring it was there based on Stula Sukshma Shariram that there has to be a Karanam. It is not manifested itself. We are logically assigning to something called a Karana Shariram. Where is it there? If I tell you it is manifested, show me where it is. If you ask you, what will you tell? Where? Oh, that is Stula. Where is Karana? That is the inference. Because of Karan. You can't say where is that Karan. When the seed germinates, you can see when it has come out. Because it has come out, you will say that the seed has a potency in it. If it didn't come out, what will you say? Then it didn't have a potency. But where is the potency if you show? You can't show it. So Karanam will always remain as a Karanam. When Karanam becomes Karyam, we call it manifested. So in Pralayam also it was in unmanifested form. In Srishti also it is in unmanifested form. And it always will remain unmanifested because the definition of Karanam, Shariram or Prapancham is unmanifested form. It is like saying, I have a conscious mind. That conscious mind is picking up information which is present in my subconscious and unconscious mind. Oh yes, clear. I understood. That means I need to have an unconscious mind from where it picks up and brings to the conscious mind. Agreed. Can you show me where is your unconscious mind? No. Then how do I tell unconscious mind? Only conscious mindasya karanameva unconscious. Iti unconscious mind eva, it is unmanifested. The moment that gets manifested, it is no more unconscious mind. You will call it what? Conscious mind. So at no point of time you will ever be able to show this is my unconscious mind. Even during hypnosis when it comes out, it is actually coming out to the conscious mind from the unconscious mind. And the unconscious mind always remains unmanifest. Is that clear? Very clear? So technically, Karana Shariram never manifests out irrespective of Pralayam or Srishti. That means it was always there. Karana Rupena it was there. Even in the earlier Srishti, even during Pralayam, even in the current Srishti, like Atma, it was always there. Then what is the difference between this Karana Shariram and Atma? That will be a problem, na? If both are very similar. Okay, Anirvachya, that is also Anirvachya. Avidya, for us both are Avidya now. Atma is also Avidya. Only Anatma is Vidya for us. Then Anadya, both are Anadya. In the third word only separates both. What is the third word? Anirvachya, Anadya, Avidya. So it is Avidya. This is where Atma can be understood, but Karana Shariram can never be understood. Atma is easier to understand because it is Vidyastha. Ignorance. You will always be ignorant about your Karana Shariram. Even a Jnani is Ajnani about his Karana Shariram or Karana Prapancha. Yes or no? Jnani. If you say Bhagavan, both are concepts. Bhagavan is a concept. Bhagavan able to access Karana Shariram is another concept. Both cannot be proven. It is only a logic for us to go ahead. Are we able to understand it? So if we say that Bhagavan removes some prarabdha from my Karana Shariram, I am only making a logical hypothesis for this Janma or whatever is happening in my Janma. Who knows? Who knows which Bhagavan going where, removing what, giving what? No one knows. But because there is a sequence of events happening, we say there is a karanam to it. That's all. We justify it for our itching mind, which otherwise we keep on asking what, when, how. To settle that, answer is given. Is it clear? Okay. So, Anirvachya Anadya Avidyastha Malina Sattvam, correct? Avidyastha Malina Sattvam. Avidyastha Malina Sattvam. This Malina Sattvam, why this word is used? Don't say Malina and Sattvam is two different. It is Malina Sattvam. Avidyastha. Avidyastha, when you say that tha, why is it saying tha? Avidyastha. Established on. Stha means to be. Okay, it is established on avidya. Avidya is fully established. That is why it is tamoguna pradhana fully. Andhakaraha. I am totally unaware about it. Avidyastha. Avidyastha of itself. Its own swarupa, it is avidyastha. You will never be able to know what is the swarupa of it. That is why it is avidyastha. Well established in tamoguna. So if someone says that my tamoguna is fully gone, answer is no. Why? I sleep. When I sleep, tamoguna is there. That is why I sleep. And in tamoguna what happens? My karana sharira is very active. That is why avidyastha tamoguna eva karana sharira. Okay. Then malina sattva. What is malina sattva? Sattvam is Atma. Malina sattvam means distorting the Atma. The one which actually distorts the Atma, Swarupa, from what, which is not making me know my Atma Swarupa, is this tamoguna first. Avidyastha Malina Sattvam. I never understand because of my Karana Sharira that there is, I am an Atma. Not I have an Atma. If you say I have an Atma, it is that tamoguna which is telling. That avidya is making me tell that I have an Atma. If you say I am the Atma, then Karana Shariram is not there. You have already, it's out. It is not doing any job for you. That time. Is it clear? So a Jnani says, Aham Brahma Asmi, I am the Atma. For him, Karana Shariram is as though even not there. That is why he is a Jnani. Okay, it is not there. He doesn't even value that there is something called Karana Sharira. So there is no place for Tamoguna, there is no place for, but this is at Paramarthika. At Vyavahara, if you ask that Jnani will not sleep, yes, he will sleep, that is Tamoguna. And when he sleeps, it is Avidyasta Malina Sattva. During sleep, does he know that I am Atma? No. Avidyasta Malina Sattva. Are you able to understand that? So we have to take it in the right perspective. Don't think a Jnani is totally separate and is not bound by the bodily stuff. No. You have to apply all the bodily. When he is fully conscious, that is the time it is different. Then us. Otherwise, all the other things which are physiological, everything will be there. From psychological knowledge, everything changes there. Bodily, everything will be there. Okay, so avidyastha malina sattva. Then he says priyadi vritti sahitam. Okay, priyadi vritti sahitam. I will explain this priyadi vritti sahitam after both the definitions. Okay, then priyadi vritti, priya adi vritti, that is priya, moda, pramoda. Three vrittis are there, sahitam. It is along with that. Then priyadi vritti sahitam. Shariradvayasya karanamatram. So the sthula shariram and sukshma shariram ka, that is the cause for these two to happen and these two to work. Correct? Why it is told that way? Why it is shariradvayasya karanamatram? Huh?
Manifestation.
Why? Why shariradvayasya karanamatram?
Vasanas are there in karma.
Is it only that?
The three karmas are prarabdha, agami, sanchita, all are there.
All are sitting there. So, when my life itself is a prarabdha coming out of the sanchita, correct? Obviously, that prarabdha is the reason for this sharira. This janma is the reason for my sukshma sharira and sthula sharira. So obviously that prarabdha which is sitting in the karana shariram becomes the reason for my both this sukshma shariram and karana sthula shariram. Is it clear? Why all my karma balas are sitting there only? Either as sanchita or as agami or as prarabdha. Is it clear? Okay. Along with karmas and karma balas, what else is sitting there? Vasanas are also sitting there. So if you look at it as a compartment, you know, when you just imagine you have a very deep pocket, a very big this where all this karma bala is going and sitting. Then you see a smaller room where all my vasanas are sitting. Then you have a further smaller room outside which is like the entry door. Every time when I go to sleep or something, or when I am unconscious, I go and keep the Sthula Sukshma Sharira and take it out from there. All these are happening, and this full house together is called Karana Sharira. If you have to imagine it. Because all these are coming from there only. Correct? Okay. So, Sharira Dvayasya Karana Matram Etat Karana Sharira. Definition is correct?
So when we try to understand that vasanas are sitting in the karma sharira during the dream state, so the projections are coming from this storage of vasanas only during the dream state, or only
In dream state, what is active?
is the sukshma sharira will be.
Mind is active. Correct? So when mind is active, mind has got likes and dislikes. Who colors that likes and dislikes? To the mind.
What second?
If the mind is active, it is going to pick up from the vasanas where it is available. Because this storehouse is always there. Either the mind is active or mind is sleeping. If the mind is active, it is pulled. Correct? Which means I like sweets. So when someone gives me a sweet, I eat and I enjoy, I say wah 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 wah. Then I go to sleep. And a dream I get where someone has given me a sweet. That time I will not say, hey, I don't like sweet. Why? Because the same vasanas of liking sweet will also become a part of my dream sweet and dream vasana, and everything will still be active. Are you getting it? So if the sukshma is active, karana it is going to pick up from the karana. It is always available whenever you want. Doesn't have to go and pick up specially. Automatically it is connected. It is like saying when the bulb is working, electricity is there. You don't have to do anything. Okay, right. So this is the definition if you go from Tattvabodha's Karana Sharira. Now we go to Panchakoshas. Why are we saying that? On one hand we say Anandamaya Kosha equal to Karana Sharira. And this is what we have to understand. You have to be a little, is it completely that way? Let us go to Anandamaya Kosha now. Then see, we have understood what is Karana Sharira because two definitions are given. If the definitions were exactly same, why two had to be given? Okay. So, we will see that. Then absolutely what is the difference we will see. Then because this is the predominant one, we say okay, if you call this also it's same. For example, if I look at all the jivas together, I say, oh, human beings, na? Okay, all same. But when I come to human beings, you are different, you are different, you are different. Both are correct in the context. So when I look at it from an overall context, jiva is, human being is one type of jiva. But when you come to human beings, that is called jatyaikar. One jati has ekar. But if you come to that jati, then you have variations in that. Then you can't say all are one. Okay. So from what context we say Anandamaya Kosha equal to Karana Shariram, and from what context you should not say that. Should be understood. Is it clear? Now we will go to Anandamaya Kosha definition. What does it say? Anyone? I think if I open Sthula Shariram, Anandamaya Kaha. Avasthatraya Karana Shariram Kim. Okay. Evameva Karana Sharira Bhuta Avidyastha Malina Sattvam Priyadi Vritti Sahitam Sat Anandamaya Kosha. Okay. Evam Eva. Now, first of all, write all the words. If you are seriously wanting to know, write all the words which are adjectives or which defines Karana Shariram. First put them one by one down on one below the other. Take Karana Shariram definition. Write these words one below the other. Wait. Karana Shariram. Anirvachya. Write that word. Anadi. Then Avidya Rupam. Write the word. Then write Sharira Dvayasya Karana Matram. Then write Sat Swarupa Ajnanam. See, we missed out Nirvikalpaka Rupa. Okay. We jump straight away there. Nirvikalpaka Rupam. Okay. And then leave Karana Shariram because this is defining. You can put the heading as Karana Shariram on the top. Same way, on the right side you put Anandamaya Kosha as the heading. Now we will see which are equivalents and start writing that. Then you really understand what is happening here. Okay. Go to Anandamaya Kosha. We start seeing now. Karana Sharira Bhuta. Evam Eva Karana. Wait. Karana Sharira Bhuta. Okay, I will first break up the words, understand it, we will see the meaning, then we will put it together. Evam Eva Karana Sharira Bhuta Avidyastha Malina Sattvam. Priyadi Vritti Sahitam. Sat or Sand. It is called Sand, not Sat. Sun. Anandamaya Kosha. So Anandamaya Kosha is the heading. Now, Avidyastha. Avidyastha. Where will you write? Huh? What is the third word here? Rupam. Avidya Rupam. Correct? So Avidya Rupam is given there. Here it is Avidyastha. Is it clear? Okay. Then next one is Malina Sattvam. Right? Avidyastha Malina Sattvam. Malina Sattvam will be what? Huh? Sat Swarupa Ajnanam. Is it clear? Write it there. So now meaning need not be given. It is the same meaning. Then Priyadi Vritti Sahitam. Is it there? Not there, na? Write down. So which all is not there now? Write down. Priyadi Vritti Sahitam is here. Okay. Then after that, Sat. No, it is not Sat. It is Sun. The word is Sun. It is an emphasis. Sun means emphasis. Priyadi Vritti Sahitam. Sun. It is an emphasis. That's all. It has nothing got to do with Sat. Okay. And Anandamaya Kosha. Now what all is not given there? Anirvachya not given. Anadi not given. Karanamatram not given. Nirvikalpaka Rupam not given. Are you able to get this? Means what? Is Anandamaya Kosha equal to Karana Shariram now? Are you able to get that? Which is bigger and which is smaller? Which is the main set and which is a subset? Karana Shariram becomes the main set. Anandamaya Kosha becomes a subset. Is Anandamaya Kosha Nirvikalpaka? Why? Why? So, Areva, what is Nirvikalpaka? No. Vikalpa. Vikalpa means you can break it into parts. Okay. Anandamaya Kosha cannot be broken into parts. Karana Shariram cannot be broken into parts. Can Anandamaya Kosha be broken into parts? It is like saying what you know. This tree cannot be broken, but this branch can be broken of the tree. If the tree cannot be broken, if the branch can be broken, you will say the tree can also be broken, right? Are you able to get that? If this is a subset, Anandamaya Kosha is also Nirvikalpaka. From where Vikalpa will come? Is it correct? Okay. That means, because it is not written, is it Anadi or not? It is Anadi, but that is not the focus here. Are you able to get that? Is it Anirvachya? Huh? Is it Anirvachya? If it is Anirvachya, what have you written additional in this? How did Priyadi Vritti Sahitam come? Are you able to get that? Now when you are telling that Anandamaya Kosha is Priyadi Vritti Sahitam and Karana Shariram is Anirvachya, then how do you say that Anandamaya Kosha is Priyadi Vritti Sahitam? It is Anirvachya, na? When I don't know about it, how can you say that it is with Priya, Moda, Pramoda, Vritti? Are you able to get this? This question only once you understand, you will be able to understand and appreciate. This is where the subtlety of that Anandamaya Kosha is sitting there. Hopefully others are able to get what I am saying. Huh? If it is going bouncer, please ask. It is your responsibility. You know this Markata Nyaya it is now. Not Marjara Nyaya. Markata Nyaya. You have to hold. If you leave, gone. I'll be jumping. Okay. Is it clear? At least one person tell. Because there is no sound coming from there at all. Online class.
Yes.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Clear.
Okay. So if this is Anirvachya, how did Priyadi Vritti Sahitam come? And the moment we understand this part, then we understand what is the difference between Kosha. Because what is Kosha? What is Kosha? Means what?
Transaction. Again,
Transaction. Out of an unknown, where can transaction come? Are you able to see? If you say transaction, you are aware of it. Out of an unknown, from where can a transaction be there? Clear? So that limitations between these two starts coming up. What does it tell you? That means the whole together is not known. लेकिन वो है बोल के झलक दिखाने वाला एक विंडो है which tells where some transaction can be associated. It only gives you a window to tell you कि something is there, but इसका अंदर तुम जाएगा तो कुछ नहीं मिलने वाले. But नहीं ये बोल नहीं सकते because it gives you that scope to tell that there is, it is connected. Vritti is sitting there. What is vritti? Thoughts. Bundle of thoughts. Thoughts of what? Priya, Moda, Pramoda is sitting there. Okay. Where does Priya, Moda and Pramoda come? Tell me that now. Now keep all this aside. Now we are actually, everything about Karana Shariram we have kept it aside. Because the one which is actually bringing us this difference is this. There it is told Anirvachya, which we clearly know and we believe it is Anirvachya. If that is Anirvachya, why is this Priyadi Vritti given here? And Priyadi Vritti is not given in Karana Shariram, but it is given in Anandamaya Kosha. Anandamaya Kosha is for what? Transaction. Transaction means what? It is manifested and I understand. So it is something out of the unmanifested is manifesting and I understand. Which means it is like the periphery of it that I cannot go further, but it clearly tells me that there is something there behind. Samajh mein aa raha hai? Are you able to get this logic? Okay. Now let us see what this window of Priyadi Vritti Sahitam is. When you say it's a part, that is what is Anandamaya Kosha. Definition is that. So let us assume that that portion of little transaction is, we can feel, we can understand it. Thoda sentient hai hum uska bare mein. It is like saying from a conscious mind to an unconscious mind, there is somewhere a subconscious mind where I blabber out something without I know. If I try to understand where it, I cannot get it back. But कभी कभी ये बाहर आ जाता है. That means ये बाहर आते हैं तो किधर से तो आ रहा है. That means I know there is a door to it, but I can't enter it. Okay, and that door is called Priyadi Vritti Sahitam. कभी कभी आ जाता है. Okay, this is a maximum. This is how I can try to explain. तो वाचो निवर्तन्ते, I have to still bring it into words to explain it to you. Okay. When you say Priya Vritti, Moda Vritti, Pramoda Vritti, first of all, do we know what is this Vrittis? Is anyone who does not know? Go back to, I am not going to explain Onion Uttapa. Okay, we clearly told these three Vrittis are what? First one is Priya Vritti equal to what? Last time I told. Darshana Sukham. Moda Vritti is what? Sparshana Sukham. And Pramoda Vritti is what? Grahana Sukham. Grahya. Once you have known that it is yours, and you have experienced it, that Ananda. Okay, so Darshana Sukham, Sparshana Sukham and Grahana Sukham. Clear? These are three levels of happiness. Okay. Now, which part of the Shariram are these three connected to? Manas. Manas is a part of which Shariram? Sukshma Shariram. Correct? Then why is the blessed Shastra bringing this to Karana Shariram? Are you able to get this? This question should come. Because if my manas is the place for emotions, likes, dislikes, where it comes out, I like this, means where is it coming in my manas? So if that is the place, Priyadi Vritti should come in the mind. Then why is it bringing, is it really the manas, is the question now. Or are we mistaking it to be the manas?
It is expressing through manas.
Okay, it is expressing through the manas, then what is this? If you say likes and dislikes, in likes do you have Priya, Moda, Pramoda at the this level? Karana Shariram level.
And then Vasana, this is the
Correct. In Vasana what do you have? Like and dislike.
Karana Shariram Vasana.
Correct. So it is like and dislike. Correct. But in that like and dislike, can you grade it? In Karana Shariram, when it reflects in your mind, you can say that I like this most, I like this lesser, I like this the least. But at Karana Shariram, how can you tell that? So are they mistaking Manomaya Kosha to be Anandamaya Kosha? That is where the equation is now going. Is the Shastra now confusing Manomaya Kosha and bringing it to Anandamaya Kosha? Darshana Sukham, Sparshana Sukham, Grahana Sukham is when you cognize that at least once. At least once. Suppose I say, first time in my life, I saw the ice cream, I tasted the ice cream, I enjoyed the ice cream. Correct? Suppose that experience is so good and afterwards I close my eyes and this ice cream is not there. Will not I still have this Priya Moda Pramoda Vritti which is happening, which is beyond the mind now? Because intrinsically that Ananda is reflecting through the Anandamaya Kosha. Please understand. Or we will do one thing. We will park this here. First is three vrittis. Understand, the three vrittis are what your mind cannot say and which goes subtler to the mind. For example, when there is some happiness which is intrinsically inside, you just close your eyes. People walk for so many hours to go to a particular temple or do something, and when you are actually in front of the idol, you have closed your eyes. Then why did you go all the way there? To close your eyes. That means that closing of eyes gives me a different experience than what it would give with my eyes open and just feeling good that I have seen. There is something behind it. Contentment, that bliss or that anandam is what is beyond the mind now. The mind only brings it to a transaction. But the mind has a limitation where there are no words to say, because your experience of that is yours. You may how much ever want to express it with your mouth and words, you will say whatever. It's you have to experience it, then you will know what it is. Why do you say that? Because now words and the mental transaction has a limitation. This is Ananda behind it. But I know this Ananda, I can experience it. I can experience this Ananda. Why? I am Ananda embodied. I am Ananda embodied. So whenever there is an object which reflects this Ananda back to me, that reflection is not at Manomaya, it is straight to the Anandamaya Kosha. The expression of that is only up to the Manomaya Kosha. But the feeling, here when we say mind feels, here we are saying there is a feeling beyond this feeling. Okay, all of us have experienced this, but there will be, when it comes after a particular point, you cannot express it, but you have still that feeling and experience. Correct? Where is that coming out from? Where is that sitting? Okay, and that happiness or contentment, highest level of happiness, is coming from the Anandamaya Kosha. For transaction, we bring it to the Manomaya Kosha. For transaction, we bring it to the Manomaya Kosha. But it is actually at the Anandamaya Kosha. Are you able to get this? This will become clear if I take, because not only this, I am going to take 3 or 4 shlokas from Viveka Chudamani on Anandamaya Kosha, because that clarifies much more. Okay. Then, after that, you will understand what this Priyadi Vritti Sahitam, and then you know, okay, this Priyadi Vritti Sahitam is coming from Anandamaya Kosha. Then, it is Anirvachya. It is still Anirvachya. It is still, I cannot break it further, but I still know it is there. Are you able to get this? Okay, we will see those 4 shlokas. Because only when you combine all these together, you get a better picture. Because each script tells the same thing in a little more better way. You don't know which one clicks to you better. Okay, that is why more are being told here.
Happiness is connected to me. That means the mind. Mind is.
We will see that. That 4 shlokas of Viveka Chudamani will clarify many things. Okay. Now, sorry. So we are first going to touch the 206th shloka. In case you have Viveka Chudamani, I will just read it. What happened? 215. Let me see. Yeah, okay. So we are in the 206th shloka of Viveka Chudamani. 207 shloka. 207. Ananda pratibimba chumbita tanuhu vritti tamojrumbhita. Okay. Ananda, I am going to enjoy the shloka the way I am about to tell her. Each word I am going to enjoy. If you understand, it's okay. Otherwise, leave it. Okay. It is not going to be in tune or anything. आनंद प्रतिबिंब चुंबित तनु वृत्तिस्तमोजृंबिता स्यादानंदमयः प्रियादि गुणकः स्वेष्टार्थ लोभोदयः पुण्यस्यानुभवे विभाति कृति नामानंद रूपः स्वयं सर्वो नंदति यत्र साधु तनुर्भ्रन्मात्रः प्रयत्नं विना. Okay, how it goes I will tell you. Ananda pratibimba. Bimbananda is what? Atma. What is pratibimba? Reflected consciousness. So where is the first reflected consciousness of Atma? Ananda pratibimba is in Anandamaya Kosha. That is the first place where Ananda pratibimba is there. Okay. Chumbita tanu. See, the word is used. What is chumbana? Kissing. Chumbana means kissing. Tanu means body. The first body where slightly Ananda Pratibimba touches is Anandamaya Kosha. Are you able to get that? How beautifully is it? The words used are, it is not always there. Why? Most of the time we are not aware of it. There are only very few times we are aware that Anandam is there. That is why it sometimes just softly touches and goes. And we are aware of it. Otherwise we are not even aware of it. It will come clearly it will come later. So Ananda Pratibimba Chumbita Tanuhu. Okay. Vrittihi. See? He brings the word Vrittihi. Vritti is transaction, mind or thoughts. You are able to know this. Okay. There are thoughts which you cannot express, but the thoughts are there. Correct? It comes out as different ways. Sometimes it can be water from the eyes, it will come. Anyways, this, because the thought is there, it may get expressed, it may not get expressed. But you know for sure that thought is there. So, he says, Vrittihi tamojrumbhita, right? Which is rising out of tamas. Why? Ajnana. Anandamaya Kosha, it is Ajnana. Out of tamas it is rising out. But there is an Ananda coming out. I don't know clearly what it is, but there is something coming out. Huh? Anandamaya Kosha is tamas. I don't know anything. It is Andhakara, Avidya. My complete, your Karana Shariram is Avidya, na? Avidyastha Balina Sattvam we are saying, na? Avidya means what? Tamas. Tamas means darkness. Darkness means I don't have clarity on it. Ujrumbita. From that darkness, something is coming out. Okay, see the way he has explained it. Ananda Pratibimba Chumbita Tanuhu. Then he says, Vrittihi Tamojrumbhita. That vritti comes from the tamas, which I am not sure. I cannot explain from where it is coming. Are you able to get this? Okay. Syat Anandamayaha. That is that Anandamaya. Okay. Priyadi Gunakaha. It has got attributes of Priyadi Vritti, Priya, Moda, Pramoda. Because Vritti is told, so it has got all the three Vrittis. Okay. What happens? Swa Ishtartha. Swa Ishtartha Labhodayaha. When Ishta Artha Labha Udayaha. Ishta means what? What you desire for. Artha means to achieve. Labha is when you achieve it. Udayaha when it rises. So whatever you want to achieve, when you have achieved it, when there is a happiness which gets arised, from where? Tamo vritti. Okay, because it is coming of that reflected Ananda through that screen. See what all he has told her, how much he has gone and actually fully has opened the curtain there. These words are so difficult to even imagine. Okay, right? Then he says, Punyasya anubhave vibhati. You get the happiness of that happiness, sukha. Sukha is at manas. Ananda goes much beyond that Anandamaya kosha. But why did you get that? Because your punya fructified. If your punya would not have fructified, you will not get this. Punyasya vibhati. From where did the punya come? Anandamaya kosha. Again. Are you able to get this? Huh? How many things so beautifully he has, see, such clarity you will not get any other place. Punyasya vibhati swayam sarvaha nandati. You by yourself are happiness embodied at that time. Swayam sarvasya nandati yatra sadhu. Yatra sadhu, that particular thing. Tanubhrit matra. Okay. Only in an embodied being. This thing is possible only in a jiva, not just manushya, any jiva. You need this body, because this body is there, this sthula shariram is there, then only there is a sukshma shariram and a karana shariram which can actually manifest to do something. Otherwise it is dormant. So tanubhrit, all these are possible. That means that happiness embodied which is there for all the jivas, only human beings are able to express it and understand it. That's all. Are you able to understand? Even an amoeba is an ananda tanubhrit. Is it clear? Okay. After that he gives one very important one. Prayatnam vina. That happiness or that contentment or that ecstasy feeling just comes without any effort. Why will something come without any effort? Only when it is pongi vadiyam, it is filled. It is just has to just come out. It is waiting for a chance to just come out. It is filled with it because you are Ananda Swarupa. Are we able to understand? This is what is Anandamaya kosha. I don't think any other person can explain this so subtly, very clearly. Because that is where a vritti is also sitting. In Karana Shariram, this vritti part will not come because that vritti is a very small part of this. The whole Sanchita is sitting there. In that big scale, you are able to experience only Ananda, and that is why that place is magnified and told to you. Are you able to get that? That window where little experience, but that experience is beyond the mind because effortlessly it happens. Okay, for that he gives an example now next. That is why he is, Tanu Bhrit, one who is embodied, got a body. Tanu means body. Bhrit means who has got the body only can do this. If there is no body, you can't do it. Okay. That is why Sharira Dvayasya Karana Matram is where it is coming from, Tanu Bhrit. The other way around, if you say this is the cause and these are the effect, he says that if this effect is there, then only you can identify to this cause. The direction has only got changed. Is it clear? Anyway, I don't know, but I am enjoying it. Next one. सोपाधिकत्वात् प्रकृतेर विकारात् कार्यत्व हेतोः 1 minute 20 yeah correct no one I missed out one 208 is missed out आनंदमय कोशस्य सुषुप्तौ स्फूर्तिरुत्कटा आनंदमय कोशस्य सुषुप्तौ स्फूर्तिरुत्कट स्वप्न जागरयोः ईषत् स्वप्न जागरयोः ईषत् इष्ट संदर्श दर्शनादीना इष्ट संदर्शनादीना. 2 lines only. Okay, I'm breaking it properly. It is not to a tune and all. Anandamaya koshasya. Now he has already told what is Anandamaya kosha. Now he says Anandamaya koshasya means of Anandamaya kosha. Anandamaya koshasya sushuptau स्फूर्ति उत्कटा. Sushuptau, during deep sleep, spurtihi. What is spurtihi? Sporana, manifestation. Okay, utkata. What is utkata? Utkata. Utpanna is complete. Utkata. So the complete manifestation of Anandamaya Kosha is only during deep sleep. First he said, what is Anandamaya Kosha? Then he says, when is it very active? The Anandamaya Kosha is very, very active only when Sthula Sukshma Sharira is gone. When is your mind in Samadhi? Only when you are in complete Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, then only it goes to Samadhi. That means if you are there, it is not here. So when you are in this manifested world or in dream, along with your mind, intellect and Indriyas, Anandamaya Kosha is not really active, although it पीछे से झलक दिखाता है मैं हूँ, but it is not active. When it is active, only when these two are sleeping predominantly. The mind has to sleep, buddhi has to sleep. That time, spurti rutkata anandamaya kosha. Why? Okay. Then, swapna jagarayo. Okay. In the swapna means dream, jagarayo means waking. So, deep sleep he said that it is manifested, fully manifested. Then what happens when you are in dream and wake up state? He says, in that, ishat, partially or a little, ishta sandarshanadina. Ishta means what? When I like. Sama darshana means what? When I am fully in line with what I like, that time partially this shows its presence. So during the wake up state, for example, when I am deep sleep, this is fully active. Am I aware of it? No. Correct? It's of no use. But how do I know that I am in full deep sleep? It is very active. He says, during the wake up state and during your dream state, whenever Ishtavastu comes, and when you are fully aligned and you are fully contented with it, this partially shows that I am there. Mostly it is the manas, but this partially shows that I am there. Because this goes as the vasanas to the manas transacts at where the manas has got nothing more. Still bhar ke aa raha hai, that is the time it goes back to this and say, it is there. But how far it is lived? Very short-lived. Very short-lived. You are into that state for how long? It's short. After that you are back to the transaction. So it will just jhalak dikha ke nikal jayega. And that experience of that happiness is always there when I have a deep sleep. Undoubtedly. Why? Deep sleep is effortless. You have to put effort to go to sleep. But deep sleep is effortless. And when you are effortlessly in deep sleep, Anandamaya Kosha is effortlessly very active. Satsvarupa Jnana. Now you apply everything what you want in that, everything will fit. Nirvikalpaka Rupam, everything will fit there. Are you able to get this? Okay. And there he says that word happiness comes. Why that word happiness, or furthermore bliss? The highest level of say happiness, if you want to call it bliss, or Ananda, Sukha Ananda. When you say that, Sukha related to mind, then Priya, Moda, Pramoda, Ananda, when it comes to that feeling, because it is a thought, I am able to know it. But I cannot ascertain it to my mind because I cannot even explain it. But I know I am passing through it. I have it. Okay. And that is where he says it is coming out of Anandamaya Kosha. That is why it says Yato Vacho Nivartante Apraapya Manasa Saha. Still it is there. Still it is there. Are we able to get this? Confused? Lost? Clear? Very dry topic but very subtle and going very crisply is actually going very cut, very nicely slicing it and going in fully. Okay? Right. So, next, one more shloka I will take. Or that... Na eva ayam anandamaya paramatma sopadhikatva prakritehe vikara karyatva hetoho sukrit kriyayaha vikara sanghata samahitatva. Okay. Naivayam anandamaya paramatma sopadikatvat prakriter vikarat karyatva hetoho sukrita kriyayaha vikara sanghata samahitatvat. Na eva, na, not, eva, ever, I am, this. You know, the moment you say Anandamaya Kosha, Maya Shabda means what? What does Maya means? Annamaya, Pranamaya. When you add Maya, this is the starting I told already this. Means what? It is never permanent. It will come and go, come and go. Mayat Shabda means it comes and goes. Okay. Hiranmaya. It's not Hiranyam. Hiranyam is gold. Hiranmaya means golden. Like the gold which comes and goes. Hiranmayena patrena. When you see the sun, you say Hiranmayena. So Hiranmayena, it is not gold. It is golden, which is not permanent, which comes and goes. So Mayat Shabda, whenever you use, it comes and goes. Okay? Because it comes and goes, it is not permanent. And that is why he is now giving impermanency of Anandamaya Kosha, and don't confuse it to permanent Ananda. First is what is Anandamaya Kosha, then experience of Anandamaya Kosha. Now he says impermanency of Anandamaya Kosha and not to mix it up with Ananda, which is Atma. Because they are very close. I can always mistake it to be that, because whenever I learn, what will happen, you know, whenever we are referring to Atma, everything of Anandamaya will come in front of you. And then you will start thinking that Anandamaya is only Atma, which is not. So to say that that is impermanent, he has very clearly given a shloka there. He says, Na eva ayam anandamaya. Never this particular Anandamaya means what? The earlier mentioned Anandamaya Kosha. Evam ayam Anandamaya, not some other. This Anandamaya which I have told earlier, referred to earlier, Paramatma. It is never Paramatma. Understand that. Don't mistake it to be Paramatma, although it has very much similarity. The word, when you use similar, the word similar means not same. It has to have at least one difference, then only you will use the word similar. If that has no difference, you will have to use the word same. Exactly that one, correct? The moment you use similar, it presupposes at least some difference in both. And hence he says, this particular one, never consider it to be Paramatma. Okay? Because sopadhikatvat, sa upadhikatvat, ever changing. Because it is ever changing. Why? It comes and goes to me. My Anandamaya Kosha is not permanently there with me whenever I want. It comes and goes. In sleep it is very high, then it again goes off. Sometimes it comes, sometimes even if I want it doesn't come. So it is upadhikatvat. Okay. Sopadhikatvat, constantly changing. Prakrutehe. Prakrutehe. In Prakriti, of the Prakriti, Vikarat. When Prakriti gets modified, this Anandamaya Kosha sees modification. Anatmatvat, he has got very beautifully here. Because it's part of Anatma, don't by mistake join it to Atma. Okay? Because of the Prakriti, it will get modified. Because it gets modified, you will experience it sometime, you will not experience it sometime, you will not know it many a times, sometimes you will know it, otherwise it is only a theoretical concept. Okay? Then, Vikara Karyatva Hetoho, because it shows a Karya, an effect, you give it a Karana. Karyatvat Hetoho Karanam, I give it an existence. Because it is showing some Karyam. What is the Karyam? What is the Karyam? What is the Karyam? Atma, Karyam. What is the Karyam of the Anandamaya Kosha? Karyatva Hetoho. Hetu for Anandamaya Kosha is it shows a Karyam. What is the Karyam of Anandamaya Kosha? What is Karyam? Effect. Karana Karyam.
So the object.
What object? What is that object coming out? What Karyam it is giving you?
Happiness.
From where it is giving you that? In the Manomaya Kosha. That means it is the reason for what? Sthula Sukshma Karanatvat. See, you wrote that correct? That is the reason for Sthula Sukshma Sharira. Karyatva Hetoho. He is very clearly giving that only, na? We have to connect. See, these all what words we learn, once you connect it, it starts giving you beautiful meaning out. Karyatva Hetoho. Because it gives you a Karyam, you are giving it a status called Karana. If it was not manifesting any Karyam to you, you can easily skip that and still be happy. Is it clear? Because this question will come, why this blessed Karana Shariram and this Anandamaya Kosha? If it is so difficult, what is the problem in life? We don't need to know everything. Now we can skip this. Very valid point. Then why should you know it? That is the next question. Let me complete this. The question is there that why should you now know it? We can easily skip it. Correct? Okay. So, Vikara Karya Hetoho Sukrit Kriyayaha Vikara Sanghat. Okay. Sukrit Kriyayaha. Any good actions. Vikara Sanghat. That modification Samahitatvat, because it is embedded, that particular sheet is embedded into all the other sheet. Bodily, simple. The moment someone says, how beautiful you look, who starts feeling good? Who starts feeling? From where did that come? Because it is connected. Anandamaya kosha connected to Sthula Sharira. Anandamaya connected to Manomaya kosha. Anandamaya connected to Pranamaya. Anandamaya. Because everywhere that Ananda, if it has to express only through these koshas. That means it is sitting at the back, always supporting. समझ में आ रहा है? And that is why we say every object doesn't have any ananda. It is my ananda reflecting through the anandamaya kosha onto the object, and that reflection, when it comes back to me into any of my koshas, I start enjoying it and I feel ananda. Laddu example. Laddu, you remember? Laddu does not make me happy. If Laddu has the capability to give happiness, Laddu should give happiness to everyone. But not all person who eats Laddu at all times are happy, because Laddu does not have the happiness. Laddu is the medium for my happiness, which I am happiness embodied Atma, Anandamaya Kosha Chumbita, from that reflected Anandamaya Kosha which is available. Whenever there is a right object, it goes and incidents, and that reflects back this Ananda back to me. And that experience makes me happy, because I connect it to my own Ananda. That is where that whole circle is about. So it is only reflecting my Ananda back to me, and when I recognize it, I become Ananda. समझ में आ रहा है?
So that means mind.
Huh?
That means mind.
Does it matter na? Source is Anandamaya Kosha, reflected place is Manomaya Kosha, but for this to get that, this is the source. For this to get it, Atma is the source. Are we getting it? How beautifully it is working now. See, we were very, very astonished by looking at our Sukshma Shariram, how it works. Look at the Karana Shariram, how it is working through all the Shariram. That is why Sharira Dvayasya Karana Matram. If this was not there, what will get reflected? You will never have any. That is why this particular thing is there for every conscious being. They may not know how to express it, but every conscious being, because Atma is Ananda embodied, they have a Karana Shariram where Chumbita Tanu, they will experience Ananda somewhere or the other, even if they don't have an evolved mind, doesn't matter. That is why when stories come, when I stand in front of the tree and sing a song, the tree blooms. If I keep crying, the tree also sheds down. Does the tree have a mind? Somewhere there is something behind the mind which is working, which is there in the tree. Are we able to get that? Is that clear? Let me see whether these people are still there or not. Hopefully you all are there. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Able to understand? Able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay. So very, very beautifully, where he now says that these two are there, and this Anandamaya Kosha's understanding of it is not Vikara, and hence Mayat Vikare. That is why it is Anandamaya and not Ananda. So don't confuse, because it is so close. There will be a lot of Ananda and Anandamaya having similar attributes. We can easily get confused Anandamaya to be Ananda, and here is a warning: don't get confused, because that is not coming out of tamas, that is coming out of Jnanam, this is coming out of Tamas. Any more clarity in this Anandamaya Kosha? So beautifully it is given. I don't think there is any other which I have read till now which is so explicit, clear, going step by step into Anandamaya Kosha. Okay. Now, which means Priyadi Vritti Sahitam is the reflection of my Anandamaya Kosha at varied levels on my mind, where I can now classify it as Priya Vritti, Moda Vritti, Pramoda Vritti. Okay. That is the only transactable Vritti, and hence we say Anandamaya Kosha is Sukha Swarupa. Always. That is why this Grina cannot come there. What happens when there is a Grina situation? When there is something which I will go to it now once, okay, on the mind we say that I liked it the most, and once it is beyond the mind we say Anandamaya Kosha is there. Right? Suppose now put exactly the other side. I dislike, hatred. Because we have told likes and dislikes are coming from Anandamaya Kosha, we will say even dislikes are sitting there. Then how can you say Anandamaya Kosha is only Priyadi Vritti Sahita, why it cannot be Grinadi Vritti Sahita? I'm trying to think, what is wrong in... See, this Vichara is only will take you to the right way. Why we can't say Grinadi Vritti Sahita is also sitting there?
Dislike also gives me happiness.
Huh?
Dislike also will give me happiness.
Dislike will give you happiness. How will it give you?
Don't like it, so I...
So, it will give you happiness. Then, why dislike cannot sit there? First tell that. Where is dislike? Where is this hatred sitting? Let us understand that. Where is hatred sitting? Manomaya Kosha or Anandamaya Kosha? Where is it?
It should be there in the vasanas.
It should be there in the
Vasanas.
vasanas. Correct? So when you say vasanas, we say likes and dislikes. Correct? When you say likes and dislikes, both are sitting where?
Karma.
Now, how do you express likes? How is this mechanism of likes coming into transaction?
Possession, experience, possession.
So, there is my Ananda which is going through the object and reflecting back, and it is referring to the like, and hence I am liking that experience. Right? In dislikes, what will happen?
Anger, karma, over there.
1 minute. What will happen? Here, Ananda Swarupa Atma is reflecting on the object and coming back to the mind, and mind is deciding like or dislike. Correct? Mind has got likes and dislikes, which are coming from Purva Janma Vasana sitting in the Karana Sharira. When I see, suppose I talk of something like, I know this is the mechanism. When there is a dislike, suppose I hate something and that object comes, what is going to happen?
You avoid it, you don't want it.
No, that is a result. What did I tell? Now let us look at it very objectively. Huh? I like laddu. I hate Karela. Very specific. Both these likes and dislikes, liking laddu and disliking Karela, both are sitting in my Karana Sharira. Why? It is in a dormant form. When a laddu comes, my Ananda Swarupa from Anandamaya Kosha, incidents and falls on the laddu, that reflected back in Manomaya Kosha, it connects with my liking, and hence I say, oh laddu, give it to me. I want darshana, sparshana, and all that. I want that experience. This is very clear and no problem. What happens if a Karela comes now?
So there the Sukshma Surasariram are inactive from that moment.
Huh?
In the
Eyes will not see it.
No, when we experience it, that moment.
Wait. You saw this for laddu. Now a Karela comes here. What is the process going to happen?
Learning from the Manomaya.
Wait, what will you don't jump?
Anandamaya Kosha will get
What?
Dislike from the
What?
vasanas.
So Anandamaya will start reflecting dislikes. Will emit dislikes. No, इधर अटक गया ना?
Because I think there we freeze for a moment, and that's why we.
What freeze? हाँ. लड्डू आएगा तो I see, करेला आएगा तो I freeze.
And the extra freeze.
What freeze?
We transcend all the three questions and directly go to the Anandamaya.
Huh?
Sir, we will not ask for Sparshana and Gravadasana. We just think, we will stop with Darshana and leave.
So what is happening? What exactly is happening? You are all talking of end result. I want to know what is the process happening.
that reflection will be there.
What is reflected?
Anandamaya will
What is
see that-
my Ananda gets reflected?
Not the Ananda.
Then what gets reflected?
That is Sattva.
That is Sattva, this is Tamo. What? Don't bring your own no theories which is not there. There has to be a vritti. What vritti will come?
Darshan Sukha, they just stop there.
So, what actually goes?
Ananda goes. Ananda goes away.
How can Ananda go? That is exact. What is this Anandamaya Kosha emitting at that time? Are you able to get the question? Here, when I like it, it is very easy. When I don't like it, is this going to emit dukkha?
No, it will not.
Why? It should emit dukkha, na? Because it is sitting inside. We are saying, na? Likes and dislikes both are sitting inside. Why don't we say it is emitting dukkha?
Because again, the Manomaya Kosha is top.
What is it emitting?
It is emitting Ananda.
It is emitting Ananda. First understand it is emitting Ananda. When will you get Ananda?
Then I get what I want.
No, wait.
When it matches to less.
No.
Priya will.
Why are you all jumping? I am only at the process. Simple. Now I am telling you, I have kept a laddu here, I have kept a karela there. You like laddu, you don't like karela. You are standing here with a plate for a buffet. What will you do? Why will you go to laddu?
Like.
Wait, don't jump. What happened what made you go towards laddu? See, that going towards laddu is actually a kriya. A kriya happens only when there is a thought.
Previous experience.
Wait, Ray. Shh. When there is a thought, that thought, Jnanendriya has got, the mind has assessed the environment, the mind has gone and checked with the buddhi has referred to the memory. Then my likes and dislikes are also coming. From that the buddhi is now telling do this to the mind, and then the kriya starts. This is what is happening here. Nowhere we have mentioned anywhere Anandamaya Kosha here. Except my likes and dislikes is what is mentioned. But now if you keep this kriya chain out, let's assume that this is anyway going to be there. What attracts me to the laddu is what? What is reflecting from the laddu which is attracting me? My? So my Anandamaya Kosha emits happiness. which goes to this object, and when it reflects back, it comes to my manomaya kosha, which is going to give, connect to my life, and hence my mind, buddhi, all that will happen, and it will say go there. Why? The more I go from darshana sukham, I want to go to sparshana sukham, I want to go to grahana sukham. Correct? This is what is happening. Now apply the same principle when it comes to karma. Anyone here?
Then my happiness is not gets emitted. When I see that.
1 minute, wait, we will stop it here itself. First point comes, my happiness is not getting emitted. Then what is getting emitted? My sadness is getting emitted. Give an answer here.
The sadness will come when I eat it, when I grahana,
Wait,
when I
wait.
drink it.
First of all, something should get emitted.
This time.
So, the dislike is getting emitted, correct? So, from my Anandamaya kosha, my dislike is getting emitted. What is the definition of Anandamaya kosha? You understand where the problem comes? What is the definition of Anandamaya kosha? We will complete this topic quickly and then only close up, because we are at the climax of the topic. I am, it says very clearly, Ananda Chumbita Tanu. I am Atma, which is Ananda Swarupa. And the closest which is there is Anandamaya kosha, so it has to emit only Ananda. That is why I said in the start itself, there is no Grina sitting here. Okay, like Priyadi Vritti Sahita, Grinadi Vritti Sahita will not be there here. Otherwise they would have put it in the definition, they have not put. Okay, then what is got emitted? The emission is still Ananda. I want to restore maximum Ananda is what the emission is. Because I am Ananda Swarupa. When will Ananda come to me? When I go close to it or when I go away from it? हाँ करेला समझ में आ रहा है? So when I go away from it, still my Ananda is getting restored. At no point of time I am Nananda. I am Ananda only. My Kriya is either I go towards it or the Kriya is go away from it, for in both the cases to restore my Ananda. Are you able to get this?
So avoiding people means
That means the more hatred is there, the more you will get out from it fast. Less hatred is there, you will try to go, thoda theek hai, sun lega, baad mein dekhega. But if I know I don't want to stand with, dur se nikal jaunga. That is where my Ananda is now reflecting. To restore my Ananda, don't go near it. Are you getting it now? Is this part clear, Nimisha?
Yes, sir.
So at all times Anandamaya kosha is only going to emit Ananda because it is Ananda embodied. And the natural state of ours is to be effortlessly Ananda. So it will always naturally go and be at that this without your effort also, without you knowing also, you will start going away from it. Right? I want to be in the state of Ananda, which is, that is the Tambura Shruti going on inside. So all our fight internally is to actually restore that Ananda. We fight that somehow I want to restore that Ananda because that is what I want. Because I am Swarupa of that. Now you understand why this Anandamaya kosha is so important than anything. Because from there only Ananda Atma. Next class, why do we need this Pancha kosha practically? We now understood all the koshas. Why do you need these koshas? How is it helping me to progress? Is what we will start and then go back to Shanai Shanai Ruparamed. I have not missed it. I am touching it. Shanai Shanai only I am going to go there. But I want you all to be very, very clear. In that bargain, I want to become clear through you all. Okay, you all are my madhyama for ananda. My ananda reflecting out through you all by teaching you all. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyavada.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dhanyavada.
Dhanyavada. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Dhanyavada.
Dhanyavada. Yeah.